Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason for the first time this afternoon.
Hey, this is Keith calling from Worcester, Ohio. Love the show. Thanks for what you guys are doing. So I'm asking this question. Do you think we are at the place again where we have a culture issue, a culture of winning? It seems like we brought in players that had the personality, the attitude to shift the culture to be a winning culture, like Jarvis Landry. And now it seems as if we have great players, but we don't have a winning culture. Is there anything that we can do to bring players in that carry that? Again, thanks again for what you guys do.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. Quincy, you know what? You don't talk about winning culture unless you start losing. You know, winning cures a whole lot of things.
Well, this reminds me of a conversation, and I'm going to sound like Colin Cowherd when I say this, so forgive me. But this reminds me of a conversation I had with somebody who used to play in the NFL. And we were joking around about different cliches about what you have to do in broadcast because he wanted to get into that. And I was like, yeah, the one is like, hey, if you're a player, you're down 21. What do you think? Like, how do you stay motivated in the game? And he told me, well, it really just depends on who the quarterback is. And that's really the thing, right? When we talk about winning culture, you don't see a lot of teams with winning culture with no quarterback, right? Or no figure that is representative of the success of that organization. When we talk about a winning culture in Pittsburgh, we're talking about Mike Tomlin. Right at the end of the day. So the people on the sideline look over at the sideline and say, hey, we got Mike Tomlin. We're going to be all right. And they believe in that. They buy into that. Mike Tomlin does a great job with that. And they're able to compete week in, week out. The Browns have no such figure, right? You look at the 2 years where you can say the Browns might have had something. Well, the 1 year the Browns might have had something of a winning culture is when it was the 1 year we actually believe Baker Mayfield was like really good, right? That's when we felt like he had the culture. It's about who you have on the sidelines at the end of the day. You can have a really talented group, but if you don't have those people at key positions with that level of success, then you're not going to have a winning culture. And that's why they traded all that money for Deshaun Watson so that dudes can look on the sideline and feel like, hey, if we're down by 10, we got Deshaun. We can come back into this game. We see this in basketball with the Cavs when LeBron was on the team. Down 3-1. We got LeBron. It doesn't matter. We're coming back, right? Like, that's how it feels when you have that guy. It's not a special trait. It's not something you can learn. It's something that you have to have in the people on the sideline or on the team. And that's why those guys are paid a ton of money, because that's the effect that they have on the team. We'll see if Deshaun Watson has that effect. If he can play at that level to where everybody can feel like we're going to be elevated, we're not going to have a chance to lose simply because we have this dude. But we all know this factor, right? We've all played pickup basketball or some sport where we realize, oh, we got the best guy out here. And all of a sudden, when you feel like you got the best guy out there, you're playing the best defense you ever did, right? Now you out here setting screens and being a team player. Now you out here finishing rebounds. We've all been there. It's about who you have on the sideline and if you believe you have one of the best players on the field. When you feel like you have that game changer that can change it no matter what, it's why Tom Brady teams never lack for ability to come back, because they look over, they see 12, and they go, well, he's done it a bunch of times before. Why not us, right? It's reasonable to believe that when you have Tom Brady on your sideline. That's what a winning culture is. You're not going to sign guys like Jarvis Landry and get a winning culture, because nobody's, like, no disrespect to Jarvis, but nobody was looking at Jarvis Landry at the sideline saying, oh, man, we got Jarvis. We coming back from 14. That's not how that worked. So that's what it takes to have a winning culture. It takes time. It takes years of success. Look how much success Mike Tomlin had to have. 2 Super Bowl victories early in his career and then never having a losing record. It takes years of success, time, and it takes flat out just having some of the best players on the field. And Mike Tomlin had both. That's how he built it. And it took forever for him to build that. So that's what it takes. It's not quick. It's not going to happen overnight.